If thinking about fonts overwhelms you, then in today's video, I'm going to show you how to find fonts that work, as well as where to get those fonts and some tips to help you be successful. Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Bridget. I'm an Etsy print-on-demand seller on a mission to help other Etsy sellers start and scale their business in a stupid easy way. So if you like this type of content, please subscribe, like, hit the bell so you can be notified of the next time I release a new video. So let's get right into it. In order to start this process, we need to get right into Etsy. Okay, so now that we're on Etsy, the best way to find fonts that work, again, it comes down to research. If you have not watched my video about the #1 mistake that you're making with your Etsy print-on-demand business, I'm going to link it below because that one talks about the importance of research. And again, that's exactly what we're going to be doing in order to find fonts that work. So if you don't have a niche or any idea where to start, I always like to start with like women's shirts, sweatshirts, things like that. So let's put like women's shirts, right? And again, when we're scrolling, we're literally looking at what fonts are working, right? So we're looking at this, like, let's just skip the ads, but that's not a font. But here, this is like a, I would call this like a sans serif or like a basic font. Here, same thing. This is more, a little bit more distress. You have script fonts. So you see, you're looking at that. This is kind of like what I would call like a basic, like just like a script font. This is more like a distress, but there's a script font with the glyph, like kind of like the little heart icon here. Same thing. This is more a distress font, retro font, like a script font. So you're picking up on the pattern here. And let's say you have a niche, you want to look into it. You are doing like dog mom stuff. So you do like, let's say dog mom sweatshirt. Same thing we're going to be doing here. Script. This is like a regular with the script. Same thing. Script. Regular script. So this should be telling you all the, or giving you all the clues that these are the type of fonts that are working. So you see, again, like you're picking up on the pattern. It does not matter what niche or where you start researching, you start seeing that all this, niches or places kind of come together and they all having some type of similar font, or they're all using some type of similar font. Again, script, and like a regular font, script font, regular font, like. So all this should just give you all clues that these are fonts that work. This is just like a normal regular font. Here is a retro font. Same thing. And you can even take this outside of Etsy if you want to. You can go Target, Walmart, or like your favorite online retailer you shop from. And you can look at the fonts. What type of fonts are they using? Also, if you know like a really successful Etsy shop, for example, I like to watch this Ikerson Ltd. You can go into like other shops that are doing really successful and study their fonts that they're using, and you'll start seeing a pattern, because once something works, you just run with it. So here, for example, I'm looking at this shop and they've sold over 170 items, 70,000. So here, this is a retro font right here. Like you open it, this is actually a retro font. Retro. You see? It's the same font too. They're not changing it. This is more of like what I would call like a sans serif or like a regular font. That one. Same thing. Like a regular sans serif or just like a normal font. Same one here, same thing here, all this. Same. You see? Same. This is a retro here. So you start seeing here, they combine like a what I would say like a more like a sans serif with like a script. So same thing. So this should all tell you that these are fonts that work and that are doing really well. So besides looking on Etsy, like going on Etsy.com and searching for either a niche or just like women's shirts, sweatshirts in general, go into specific shops and study those shops and see what type of fonts they're using. And that should also give you clues of what works. And then as you begin to have sales, then just keep using those fonts, like use them over and over again. That's kind of what I do to this day. Okay, so then you found fonts that work, and now you're like, okay, but where do I get them from? Or which ones do I pick? So
I love using Creative Fabrica for fonts because there's a huge selection of them. If you don't have Creative Fabrica, I'm going to put a link in the description below for you to get it. But this is like amazing because you can type anything up here and it will just like serve you, like, you can put like script, handwritten, and it will just kind of show you all the type of fonts that are available. Then you can click here on fonts and it will just show you like what they have. And all you have to do is when you find one that you like, you just open it and then you just download it. And you can literally type in here, or you can do retro, same thing. And you just like find whichever one, you download it. You can also go on Canva. On Canva, you can literally go to text and you can search. You can search what type of text you want. Like if you want retro, it will kind of give you. If you want script, if you want handwritten, that's kind of how you can do it too. Just make sure that you are reading the licenses for Canva and what fonts you should be using. Another way to just kind of, if you're not sure if you can use that font, if it's good for commercial use, you can go to Google Fonts, and Google Fonts are good for commercial use. And here it will just tell you, you can literally search by the categories, or you can just search a font that you're not sure about. And then you can kind of go from there. But all this, for example, these are all like sans serif. These are all great fonts. You can also find a script font here, and those are all great that you can use too, and they're all good for commercial use. Another thing, if you're like, okay, well, I might pick a few fonts. How do I know which ones with two fonts go well together? So when it comes to dual fonts, you can literally, Canva has this trick, I don't know if you know, you can go to designs and then scroll all the way here where it says font sets, and you can go to see all, and it will literally combine fonts together. Like it will tell you which two fonts or what fonts go well, and you can just like, and that's how you can kind of do it. Or again, Google, your best friend, you can go Google dual fonts, what fonts or font duos, and it will literally, you just start scrolling whatever link and it will tell you, sorry, this one's not working, but it will show you like what fonts go well together, like which ones you should, you can put together. And then another way you can do is you can go on Creative Fabrica and just search dual fonts or font duo, sorry, I'm not spelling right today. And it will literally tell you which two, they will literally let you download two fonts at a time. And you just pick whichever one speaks to you, and that's the one you stick with. So in order for this not to become overwhelming, stick to just a few fonts. Like do not make the mistake that I did, which at the beginning I will have like, let's say 50 designs, and each one of those designs will have like a different font. Don't do that. Like pick one script font. For example, let's say this Montserrat, this is gonna be like your sans serif font. That will be like your sans serif font. Then you go and you pick another font, will be your script font. So you pick a script, let's say you like Allura, that will be your script font. Then when it comes, then you're gonna pick your retro font. Let's say you like Nectarine, right? That's what I know. So that will be your retro font. You see where I'm going? So then every time you're making designs, Montserrat, when you're making just like a, you just want like a regular, nice, legible font, Montserrat will be the one. If you're looking for a script one, for example, Allura will be the font. If you're doing retro, Nectarine will be your font. If you're looking for, if you want to get a little bit more advanced, then you can find a font duo on Creative Fabrica, or you can go here on font sets on Canva and put those two together. And then that's how you would do it. And then once you find a design that's selling, which whatever font it is, then try, then create more fonts. Create more designs with that font. And just keep it simple, guys. As long as it's legible and simple. Like some of my bestseller designs are literally a script font in a white color on a black sweatshirt. So I hope that this was helpful.
You made it to the end of this video, and I want you to go watch this video next, because on that video I go over the #1 mistake that you're making with your Etsy and print on demand business, and it's not the lack of listings. See you on the next one.